Hey y'all, go see Tammy on tour, live with our pals Tina D-Ball and Libbie Higgins in Perrysburg, Ohio, Dayton, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky, Batavia, Illinois, West Des Moines, Iowa, San Diego, California, Sacramento, California, Tacoma, Washington, Spokane, Washington, and Oklahoma City. And then go see our pal Jeremiah Watkins live on tour in San Diego, California, Springfield, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, New York City, Tacoma, Washington, Tyler, Texas, Houston, Texas, and more dates to be added at jeremiahwatkins.com. And May 5th in Los Angeles. Thanks so much for watching the show, y'all, and subscribing and liking and all this stuff. And we love you.
It's time for Trailer Tales.
Another view. That's not. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Trailer Tales. It is I, your testosterone-filled co-host, Dave Gunther. And to my left is the wonderful, not just a friend, but when you're here, your family, it's...
the estrogen-filled Miss Crystal.
And to her left, slightly more testosterone than the woman to her right, but still lots of beauty and estrogen in her own right. Please welcome to the show,
the cum-filled Tammy. What?
Oh, so I guess you technically have a lot of testosterone in you.
You weren't wrong. You weren't wrong about that. Thank you guys for joining us on our real life everyday podcast that we post.
By the way, to start off a podcast saying you're cum-filled is wild, Tammy.
Can you imagine if somebody clicked on this not knowing what's going on? Buckle up.
I mean, if that's your intro to yourself, I didn't even give you that damn intro, and you just said you're cum-filled?
Hey, guess who's Captain Raw Dog now? Me.
What do you mean? What do you mean, guess who's captain? I'm the captain now. What are you talking about?
I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now. Why are you saying... Look, I'm even wearing a damn Captain Raw Dog shirt.
Well,
Look at this.
I need that shirt because I've been raw dogging too. You're not the only one that can raw dog.
Oh, Daryl's been giving it to you raw? You're in a relationship. That ain't no biggie. You're in a relationship. Nobody brags about going raw with their partner. It's about people who are like one night stands or you're hooking up with. Yeah. But why do I care if you're going raw with Daryl?
We had a third and a fourth. I had 4 wieners. All of them raw dog.
Hold the hell on. Hold the hell on.
That's all I'm saying.
When did this happen? Why am I just hearing about it?
Because we got to talking about being filled with things, and it's the only thing I could think of. Because I am filled with it.
You had 4 wieners, Tammy? When and where? I got to know everything about this.
Mouth, hand, front, back.
Oh my God. Tammy!
It was awesome.
Quadruple
mouth, hand, front,
penetration.
And back.
Well, and I've talked about this on, everywhere that I post online, my mukbangs, everything. I've said I've always wanted to do triple pen. I've done double. I've never done triple. Well, we skipped the triple and went straight to Foursquare.
Yep.
Foursquare.
How did this go down, and how was Daryl okay with that?
Oh, Daryl, my baby don't care. Anything that's going to make me happy and that's going to make me, he won't. No, I don't even worry about Daryl caring, because anything that he can do that makes me happy, he's going to do.
I'm going to start calling you Philip 66 because you got pumped in every direction.
I wouldn't mind that.
Okay.
Not at all.
4, Tammy. Same size? What are we working with? Some smaller than others?
They were all girthy. That none of them were small, but none of them were like gigantic wieners. But they were average. I'm not going to answer no more questions about it, because I'm going to talk about it on one of my mukbangs that I post on YouTube. I'm not going to let you have let the Trailer Tales have all the clicks. I got to get clicks on my YouTube as well. But
what the hell?
I want to bring something out. What?
No, go ahead. Well, why would you say you're saving content for someone else whenever we're talking about it right now on Trailer Tales?
Because my loyal mukbang watchers know I have been wanting triple pen for years. They know this. I'm going to give them the details first. Mm-hmm. I announced it here. I didn't plan on doing that this morning. You threw it on me when she said estrogen field. What field were you? Something field?
Testosterone field.
And it lit something in me that said, I got to let them know I'm cum field.
What's wrong with your finger?
Nothing.
Well, I want to bring something up with you.
What?
Mind blown.
Where do I start? Saw you post a little mukbang yourself with Joelina, the crazy, wild, abusive woman that you were trying to get away from, and you finally got away from her. And next thing I know, I click on my YouTube app, scroll down a couple. What's there? Mukbang with Joelina.
I thought it was Photoshop. Saw your head and her head.
So what's going on? First off,
She sucked me back in.
She what?
She sucked me back in. Literally, she sucked me back in.
There's plenty of women out there that can suck you back in without threatening to spin you up to the outer space.
Right.
She said she wanted to do one because she started watching y'all's content.
Oh, so now y'all are copying us.
We're not copying. We did our own thing. I've wanted to do a mukbang ever since y'all had me on your mukbang forever ago, which was a long time ago, and I'm maybe wanted to itch that scratch.
Here's the thing. When you are begging us to help you get away from a crazy woman, Tammy, when you're begging us and we finally help you get away, what do? You pull out your wiener the first second she comes back through the door.
I'm sorry, Judas.
Huh?
I said, I'm sorry, Judas.
Who's that?
That's you, Judas.
Are you talking about the biblical Judas?
Uh-huh.
What do you mean by that?
You're
I
saying
never read that chapter.
You're saying all this stuff about me. About, whipping my wiener out. When you just have 4 wieners, how are you going to throw the rock at me?
Those weren't with crazy people that was threatening to kill me and stuff, and I wasn't begging, Dave, help me get away from these guys. Those were cool dudes willing to stuff me from every end. You have a different situation.
Also, she's married. She can do things like that.
I can do things like that. I'm married.
Well, I'm not, okay?
I'm married. And I didn't even watch the mukbang. You didn't give a click from me.
Really? You didn't watch any of it?
Crystal watched part of it.
What'd you think?
I just can't. Well, the thing that got me the most was you copying. She invented mukbanging, And some people might say, well, the word is Korean and it started in Korea. No, she learned that word from a Korean man that she met many years ago. He'd take her out to eat and he'd say, let's go on a mukbang. But she invented it. And for you to disrespect the art of mukbanging with someone that not only threatened your life, but when she first came on the podcast was threatening my life. We ended up being friends.
Well, yeah, she said that she wants to make peace with y'all. And she wants to see y'all again.
I'm willing to talk to her.
Okay.
I'm willing to talk to her.
Okay.
But I'm worried about how she's treating you.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all are watching this, y'all ever had a friend who had a really shitty boyfriend or girlfriend? Like really shitty. And you're like, gosh, man, they're treating you like shit. Break up with them. Break up with them. And they finally break up. And you're like, yes, finally. And 2 weeks later, who comes back up around? The shitty partner that you can't get rid of. That's Dave. Keeps these women around just because they want to suck him. If you had someone else sucking on that thing, you wouldn't have given her two thoughts. Am I right?
Looks like I've been got right now.
You got.
Yeah.
You got.
What was that? What was that? What is it?
The got button. You got. What is she getting from you?
Dick.
You're not even moving your hips, you're just moving your neck.
Oh my.
Hey, why do you get a rocking chair?
If I was making love and saw that, I would run. I think he was being possessed by a wolf man.
Right.
Like it's about to strike midnight and a wolf man's about to come out.
Not even moving his hips or wiener. Just moving his back and neck.
Oh my God.
So that's what she came back for.
It's
that.
I don't know who's more desperate, you or her.
Well, people said that they actually liked the mukbang.
Really?
There was a lot of people mad at me
For
that I did it. Of
bringing
course.
her back, yeah.
But some people wanted to see it.
How many comments were from you that you created alternative YouTubes to type it in?
11.
That's not a bad number. 11.
You got 11 burner accounts.
What's one of the names?
To Naughty Dave.
What else?
We saw that one coming.
Well, yeah, that was one of them.
We saw that one coming a mile away.
Captain Raw Dog 6969.
Okay, we saw that one coming. I mean, okay.
Dolores 23.
Okay, that's a good one. Mm-hmm. You gonna do another mukbang?
I might.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to bring that up. I just wanted to let you know that I saw y'all are back together, and
Well, I don't want to say we're together. We're kind of off and on, and it's definitely off right now. Might be on again. I don't know.
So I guess you'll be off mukbanking too.
yeah, you'll be off mukbanging.
I know, but it might be on. I mean, we'll
What
see.
made it go off? Because she came back, sucked you
We
off.
get tired of each other. We fight like cats and dogs.
Then it ain't meant to be.
Like pupusas and tacos. They don't go in the same meal.
It ain't meant to be, and you need to move on and find you someone else. Is what we're saying. As your friends, she's not good for you.
And there's plenty of women out there who will suck that.
Yeah, we'll find a few.
Okay. Just in the comments, if you'll just say would.
No,
What? I can't do that.
no.
Is that frowned
ain't what
upon?
we use the comments for. We use them for positive reinforcement. Like, have you ever been to a fun water park or something
Yeah.
like that? Not would you suck me?
Yeah.
Was he gonna say fully say a sentence or something? Just like maybe maybe a wink in the comments.
And then you're going to be taking your 11 burner accounts and going through and marking down each person
Yep.
and contacting them.
Yep, we know what
Hey,
you're gonna do.
I saw you said you would.
Hey, quit calling out strategies and stuff. All right. You don't have one burner account, Miss Crystal?
Why do I need a burner account?
I don't know. I feel like might be good. Like you've never given Crystal's Creations LLC a positive Yelp review from another account just to boost the rating so more people see it. You're not telling me once you've ever done that?
I've never done that. And the reason I don't have to is because I have real customer testimonials. I don't have to have fake burner accounts by the name of I Love Bingo.
Pull up a couple of reviews of Crystal's Creations.
She's thriving in the real world.
Yeah. I want to see it.
I'll pull up my reviews too, but let's go with her.
Okay.
I'll pull up her reviews.
Great. Because I want to see what the top comment is right now on Crystal's Creations LLC on Yelp.
All right. You want to read it or you want me to read it?
I want you to read it.
Dear Miss Crystal, wow, you sure look beautiful every time I see you. I love the way you use your hands to fasten lace to tissue boxes. It's really beautiful. Love you. Bye-bye. That was the top
see
one.
that.
I think it was the top one. That's the 5-star one.
So they're real.
Yeah, I mean, it says 411 reviews.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, nobody can have 411 burner accounts.
I wouldn't have time in the day for
Yeah,
that.
you wouldn't even be able to podcast, to be honest, if you
No.
had 411
No.
burners.
And you'd forget passwords and
Do y'all forget passwords as much as I do?
yeah.
And what, you know what pisses me off? When these sites say you gotta change it. Out of the blue for no reason.
Yeah.
Upsets my whole life.
I shouldn't have to change shit. I shouldn't have to change shit. I want the same password that I've had for 22 years. I don't want new passwords. Uppercase, lowercase, add a special effect, add a sound to it, I don't want to do that.
I don't want to pick out the pictures that
Oh,
say the four square things. I don't want to picture, is this a fire hydrant? Is this a bicycle? Is this a wiener?
Click all the squares that have a wheel in them, and you have a bicycle, and then in one of the squares you get a little sliver, and it counts it, but you don't know it counts it, so you don't click it, and now you got to start all the way over again.
Oh, pick this bridge that goes over all this grid. And if you select all of them, then it thinks you're a robot.
Have you ever done the one instead of the pictures, in case you can't see, it'll say, click on this and it'll read it to you? You ever heard that?
Oh, yeah.
Where it goes, R, 7, 9. You ever heard that?
Yeah, but yeah, yours is, you might be getting more intense. They're called captures.
Something like that. Captures.
Captures.
I never heard of that.
That's what the thing is called.
The internet's getting more annoying with making us change stuff, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, can we just go back to dial-up?
Oh,
I just want to go back to dial-up where you don't have the whole world at your fingertips anymore. You got a few sites. That's it.
Well,
go ahead.
You know what I do on my passwords? That's what I do. So every password I use is bingo. And whenever it makes me change it, I go bingo, exclamation point. Then the next time I go bingo, exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
Crystal, don't be saying that. People are going to try every imaginable combination of bingo with different exclamation points now.
Well, I only have a couple. So there's either just plain bingo, or I do bingo, exclamation mark, or bingo, exclamation.
Crystal, you can't be giving your passwords out like that.
They don't know what sites I'm on.
they don't know what she's on.
If you know what sites I'm on, type it in the comments.
Hey, we don't use the comments for that.
Yes, we
For
do.
what site? Oh, so now it serves you? So now people are just supposed to comment what sites Miss Crystal goes to? All right, Tammy, do you have one that you want people to comment about? Huh?
Comment if you would.
That was mine. I literally said that earlier.
But I want to know too. So
About me?
Comment. No, about me. So comment would, Tammy.
Okay.
So we know you're not talking about him.
Right.
So wait. So we're asking people to comment would, just in general, if you would be down to go down on Dave. And then for Crystal,
Whatever sites you think I'm going on, whether that be Joanne's Fabrics.
stop right
Can't
there.
go on there anymore.
Stop right there.
Can't go on there anymore.
We need to take a moment of silence for Joanne's Fabrics. We recently have come to our attention that Joanne's Fabrics is going out of business, and we never mentioned them like this really too much on the show, but
It was more of a personal thing
more of
for
a personal
us.
thing. But all these backgrounds that you see are from Joanne's Fabrics, and we didn't tell y'all that
No.
because we didn't want any copycatters out there creating their own Trailer Tales sets.
And that's what a lot of people would have done. They would have went to Joanne's Fabrics, found the exact ones, created their own sets, and tried to copy us. So we never said we got them from Joanne's Fabrics. That's where we got them. That's where Crystal gets all of her Crystal's Creations LLC fabrics, yarns, glue sticks,
Lace.
lace, those little
Doilies.
No, the little crystals. The little the little gemstones and stuff she uses.
Oh, the rhinestones.
Rhinestones and stuff.
Sparkles.
That's where she goes and gets them. Is Joanne's.
And I never got to meet Joanne. She was never there any time that I went. And I've been hundreds, thousands times. And I'd always ask the cashier, "Are you Joanne?" And they'd say, "No, ma'am." So I never got to really meet her, but I meet her when I'm crafting.
Yeah.
I meet her when I touch this.
Yeah.
You know, I can feel her. And I don't know why she's closing. I don't know if she passed or what happened to Joanne. But where will we get our fabrics and crafts now?
Well, and she had more than fabrics. Frames.
And that was the problem, is a lot of people didn't know the true Joanne.
And I saw someone squatting and taking a shit one time in the back of a Joanne's fabrics. When I was like,
They do that.
it's probably been 20 years. That's probably 20 years ago. I saw it.
And I get it. That's the thing. When you go into Joann's, it's almost like going to another realm. You're immersed in fabric and crafts, and you don't want to leave. And maybe you do have to go to the restroom. You don't want to leave and come back to Joann's. You want to finish your business. So you finish your business in the fabric aisle of Joann's, and then go finish your other business.
Tammy, was that person taking a shit inside the Joann's?
Inside the Joann's, inside the aisle, back corner where they think, because they think, oh, okay, when you walk in towards your right, there's all your beads and your rhinestones and your lace and all the fun stuff. And then you get more towards the back, and that's like the paper and all that stuff. You go towards the right side, right back, that's where the frames are. The frame area isn't as popular and populated, so I think they went to go back there because they thought nobody would go back there. Well, I was looking for a Live, Laugh, Love frame as a wedding gift. So I sat there and watched them.
Now, if I was to have to do that in an emergency situation, let's say you got two little kids with you and you have to go, I would always think about going in the aisle that has the heavy duty fabric that's for curtains, leathers, and it's real thick. And those are more expensive. First of all, a lot of people don't go down that aisle. Also, it's very insulated. So if you're making any sort of noise or grunt, or if the child you're with may say, "Don't do that, go to the restroom," they won't hear that.
Trailer Tales!
Break out the peanuts and Cracker Jacks, baby. Baseball season is here. Woo! You can make the season even more exciting with MyBookie. MyBookie is the place for first-time bettors and the preferred choice of true sports fans. Stop being a baby and place some bets on the game already. With MyBookie, it couldn't be easier.
Listen, I do a lot of betting. Everybody knows that I was addicted to turtle betting on races for a while, okay? It's easy with this app, MyBookie. You just hop on there, and guess what? You make your selections, and you're off to the races, literally and figuratively. Now, everybody knows that I love the Kansas City Chiefs, okay? That's my team. I'm gonna be betting on Patrick Mahomes. I'm gonna be betting on Travis Chelcie. These are my guys, okay? And am I winning? You better bet your ass I'm on. If you're not a huge sports fan, you can still get in on the fun. MyBookie has tons of games you can play, like blackjack and European roulette.
Sign up now with code TRAILER, and you can boost your bankroll with a deposit bonus designed to help you make the most of your money. If you don't want a bonus, that's okay too. Just make sure you let them know we sent you.
That's code TRAILER when you download the MyBookie app or click the link in our show notes. Bet on every game, anytime, from anywhere. Only with MyBookie.
If you're tired of making those 3 boring dinners on rotation, it's time for something new with Factor.
Yeah.
Factor's awesome. They send fully prepared meals right to your door that you just heat up for 2 minutes in the microwave or in a skillet. These aren't your divorced dad microwave meals either. They're prepared by gourmet chefs, so you know they're going to be good.
Yeah, so how do I put this other than Factor is personally one of my favorite sponsors of the show. And the reason why they are one of my favorite sponsors is I'm not a good cook, okay? Sometimes I want to wine and dine and get some vagina, and I don't know what I'm going to do about the food situation, okay? I pop in a Factor meal. I trick my girl. I say that I did cook it myself. It's chef prepared. I cooked it technically in the microwave in 2 minutes or less, and it's phenomenal. I mean, the pork chops, they got all kinds of pastas. There's so many Mexican options, Italian options, their hamburger, they're so good. The juices and the smoothies, amazing. I can't get over how good these Factor meals are. And guess what? They've got 45 plus meal options that will go right to your door each week across a huge variety of lifestyles and diets, so there's always something new to try.
Get started at factormeals.com/trailer50off and use code trailer50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
That's code trailer50off at factormeals.com/trailer50off for 50% off plus free shipping. Factormeals.com/trailer50off.
Yum.
Yeah. Yum. Can we say that together?
Yum.
Joanne, thank you for your service, for your materials, and the friends that we made along the way at Joanne's Fabrics. And we hope and wish to see you in another realm very soon.
Yeah.
Joanne.
Joanne. Joanne. We love you.
Oh, Joanne.
Should we move on? I know.
Who would have thought that we'd talk about Tammy getting filled with 4 dicks to tribute to Joanne's? You get a little bit of everything on this podcast.
That's what I was about to say. You never know what's going to happen. Here's the thing. We don't filter ourselves. We talk about real life stuff. If I'm getting stuffed up with 4 wieners and then we want to be upset about Joanne's fabric, we're not going to not talk about one because it makes sense or don't make sense. We're going to talk about whatever we want to talk about.
Were you sore the next day? After the foursome, were you sore?
My taint split.
Oh, Lord. That ain't the first time that's happened either.
Wait, so you just ended up having one hole back there?
Yeah, it was weird. So there was 2 holes, but when the taint split, the holes just went side by side. It was almost like there was nothing keeping them apart. I can't explain it. I've never had this happen before. So there was 2 still holes. They just moved around, if that makes any sense.
Like a bowling ball?
I mean, I can't explain. Okay, imagine like you take a potato sack and you put in 2 little balls in there, and they're moving around. Or let's say they're side by side almost, and you got something splitting them. Well, I take that split out. Now what happens? They're moving around in there.
Oh.
It was almost like
What do you mean, ooh?
the muscle on my taint split.
There's nothing new about that.
She's giving a graphic description. I can't go, ooh.
Well, you're saying saying she's gross and she ain't.
No, I'm not saying she's gross. I'm just saying like, ooh.
No, you said ooh.
Like, ooh. There's different.
Well, you know who wasn't saying ooh?
Tell
the
'em.
four of them.
Well, it
4
sounds
penetrators.
And she couldn't say ooh either because she had a mouthful, she had a back full, front full, and a handful.
She was like,
They all nutted.
At the same time?
They took turns.
Who went first?
Daryl.
Yeah, I figured.
Daryl. He was out quick.
But then he just had to watch you going to town with the other 3, or did he just stay in it?
So he came back for round 2, but couldn't get hard.
So you trying to mash it in?
No, he was the one I was doing the hand with, and I was just rubbing
You
it.
gave Daryl the hand out of the 4?
Well, at first he had the mouth, And then when
Why did you give your husband the mouse?
She's used to that one.
Yeah.
She wanted to try the different ones in the different
I want to
places.
feel the different ones back there.
She knows how his feels.
I felt Daryl's.
And Daryl's fine with this?
Well, Daryl will do anything I want. He don't care. He don't care.
Okay.
But I'm not going to give too many details. I want to talk about my mukbang.
You almost got her.
You almost got me with details.
We got quite a few details out there.
Hey, there's a lot more.
Really?
You thought the taint busting was the
That ain't nothing.
the
No! What would you do? What did you do this for? You went like this. He turned it. He goes. You went like this. Don't be doing that. Were you gonna fart?
I adjusted my ball sack.
adjust it with your hand, not your microphone.
Okay. I learn all the time.
Hey, I got an email, and this is kind of while we're kind of on the subject of the microphones. I got an email, and I had seen this comment on YouTube before a couple times, so I think people are questioning it. Mm-hmm. Somebody wants to know, let's see here. Tammy, or urgency level 5. Tammy, Crystal, Dave, do y'all's arms, hands, or fingers hurt after holding the microphone for so long while filming the pod? Sometimes I get worried about y'all putting stress on your body, and I wonder if the private investigator would buy some mic stands. Take care of y'all so the podcast can continue to live on. Love y'all and the pod. Wow. That's from Michael. A thoughtful question.
Very thoughtful.
Now, Crystal has had problems with her arms.
This is how I sit half the time. I got to support myself. Because it's hard. And as you can see by my shirt that someone made me, I'm a rigor mortis survivor. Not just of my legs, but my arms too. To be someone that suffers from rigor mortis in their arms and legs and to have to hold this heavy microphone.
Yeah. Now, my arms will get sore. That's why I go back and forth between hands. Every time we film, I just make Daryl massage my forearms. He's good at it. He's got those big thumbs, and he'll just go massage it for me. So, yeah, I do get sore.
I'm just irritated right now
Why?
because of this man over here.
What?
What are
I'm
you
just
doing?
trying to tell the people about my pain and suffering that I have suffered as a result of my stage 3 rigor mortis, and you're up here going like this.
I want to stretch a little bit.
Take her rigor mortis seriously. She's
Stretch-
had it since she was a kid.
Right, stretch when I'm not talking about my pain and suffering. Stretch when you're on your own time.
That was a little close. That was a little aggressive.
I wasn't going to get you.
I'm pretty sure that
I know
was...
where my hand starts and ends.
that was closer to my face than you probably realized.
David Gunther, I'm not going to do this with you today. All I'm asking is for a little respect.
Roll back the tapes. That was way fucking close to my face, okay?
Every time I'm talking about it, David, you need to respect me and what I'm talking about.
Okay, fine.
You got to know my boundaries.
Yeah.
Damn.
Respect her rigor mortis.
Respect me. Respect my stage 3 rigor mortis.
See?
See? She fucked up my face.
I know where my arm is and where it starts and ends.
Right.
And if you don't, you're an idiot.
Right, because most people do. Most people do know. But thank you for caring about us and our comfort. But let me tell you something. We would sit on concrete floors in negative 40-degree weather to film this podcast for you guys. It's that important to us.
And we have. Sometimes in our trailer it gets rather cold.
Yep.
So I got these blankets.
You always see her with a blanket. Now I'm burning up right now. I got enough weight on me. I might as well be a polar bear. Like I'm large and I got I got a polar bear. Give me a hug right now.
That's one thing I've thought about beefing up a little bit more.
You're never cold. She's cold because she's got the rigor mortis. She's always been cold. I'm never cold. I don't feel that.
Also, your skin is perfect. I mean, every time I look over at you, I sometimes wonder if we're even underneath the studio lights and it's just daylight outside. You have a glow about you.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
She uses different creams.
I use different creams, Noxzema,
Oil of Olay.
Oil of Olay. And people always say, Tammy, what kind of Botox do you get? You have no wrinkles. It's just extra weight. I don't get Botox. The fat fills out my face, and it's just natural. I get that question a lot.
So you would recommend, rather than Botox for people, for them to gain weight?
Just go get some tacos and Dr. Pepper. Cheaper than Botox. Easy. Just fill up your face.
You know what I know?
I mean, you've been filling up your face with other things lately.
Huh?
And she's been using, you asked the different creams brands she's been using. What about the 4 Dudes creams brand she's been using?
Oil of 4 Dudes.
Yeah. 4 guys creams on my face. 4 guys creaming in me.
You know what I noticed about that email?
Nutri-Cream over here.
Which email?
That email that you read was that he didn't say things like, this is how you know it's a true thing. He didn't say, oh, Miss Crystal, you're gorgeous. You have such a beautiful camel toe. Or, oh, Miss Tammy, you have the most beautiful hair and very succulent lips. Oh, Dave, you're have a long torso. He talked about stuff that wasn't physical. He talked about the pain we were in physically, not how we looked physically. And that's how you know it was real. He's really thinking about us and our comfort. And not every person that writes an email to trailertalespod@gmail.com is as observant.
Not at all. And thank y'all for emailing us. Keep the emails coming. Keep the nubs coming. Please.
Keep following us on Instagram, Trailer Tales Pod. And on the Facebook, too. There's a Facebook Trailer Tales Podcast fans group that is a good group of people.
Can I read another email just real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Urgency level 1.
One.
One.
I like that. Okay. I like that they're just like, hey, when you can get to it, you can get to it.
Mm-hmm. And if you're new around here, if you're going to send an email, let us know the urgency level. Okay. If it's important, put urgency level 10 or 1,000. If it's not, lower the number. Okay. Tammy, Crystal, Dave. I'm sitting in a library working, and I was thinking about my favorite podcast, Trailer Tales. Do you guys ever go to the library? Dave, can you read? Crystal, have you ever visited a library in another realm? Tammy, ever nut in a library? Thank you. Love you. Thanks for the laughs. Bye.
Did you write that email?
No.
How'd you know what it was going to say?
What do you mean?
You didn't see it, but the whole time you was reading, he was going. Like he was saying the words.
What were you doing that for?
Just because, you had you're looking straight down into the phone. So, if people are watching the podcast, rather than just watch you read something, they could look over at me, and I was acting like the girl who wrote it in.
That's pretty smart. Oh, okay.
So I was just trying to make it more entertaining,
Okay.
It just made it look like, hey, does he have a burner email and now he's writing emails?
I was just kind of moving my mouth like.
Okay.
But then at the end you went like this. It was very believable.
Well, you're not the only one who's been brushing up on different classes in community college.
What'd you take?
I told you that I've been doing a singing class and an acting class.
Well, I thought maybe you took intro to typing or something.
No.
So, to answer the questions.
I took a word processing class a long time ago.
Well, Dave, can you read? She wants to know.
Can I read? Yeah, I can read.
He can read.
Not real well,
Right.
but I can do it.
Don't give him a thick book.
No,
With
I'm more
little
of
words. Give him.
If there's pictures involved in there, that's way more my speed. But if it's a fat, thick book, listen. For me, books are the opposite of women. I like books thin, and I like women thick. And that's just how I do things. And I think that's how most men live.
I can see that.
I like that.
Also, opposite of women, I like my books closed. And I like my women open.
Heart or legs?
Come again?
Heart open or legs open?
With legs wide open.
Let me do one. The book thing.
Okay.
I like my men like I like my books. Or I like my books coming all over me. Or my men. I like my men to be like my books coming all over me.
That's not how that game works.
That was good. You can say anything you want.
No, that's not how the thing.
You do one.
I like my books like I like my men. Eating my pussy.
That was awesome.
This is not how that game works, though.
I like my books like I like my men with big hands and fat fingers that can just finger the hell out of me.
A book couldn't do that, though, so it's not like a book.
I like my men like I like my books, railing me from behind and pulling my hair.
Yeah, Crystal, that was good.
But a book can't rail you from behind and pull your hair, so it doesn't make sense.
I like my men like I like my books. Shutting the hell up.
That was good.
Then that one works. That one works.
So, have I nutted in the library? Does Dolly Parton sleep on her back? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Crystal.
My question, I believe, was, have I been to libraries in other realms? And I have, but I'm here to inform you. They're the same.
Do you have late fees in other realms?
There's late fees. Not only are there late fees, but even in other realms, their digital library, there's a wait. You'd think, oh, it's a different realm. You wouldn't have to wait for a book. No, I have a hold on a romance novel in a different realm. It says 17 readers before me. So I don't know when I'm going to get this book. I wouldn't even recommend going to a library in a different realm. Use your realm time for other things, not libraries.
That's smart and that makes sense. Just stay here and go to the library.
Yes.
Have you seen Doctor Strange, Crystal?
No. What?
The comic book movie.
Oh, I don't watch comic books. I don't like all that superhero, that Superman stuff and picking stuff up. You're real strong. It's not believable.
This guy is not like that. He's a different kind of superhero.
What's he do?
He can go to other realms and he can read in other realms while his other body is sleeping, so he doesn't get tired.
I thought you were going to say, have you ever seen Doctor Strange? And then I'd say no, and you're going to show me a picture of the most grotesque person you've ever seen and say, well, this looks just like you.
Yeah, remember that?
But people agree that's what you look like. What was that face?
Don't say she looks like a Cinnabon, because she don't.
Cenobite.
I have been getting messages for months now. Tammy, you do look like the Cinnabon. Tammy, he was right.
A Cenobite from Hellraiser.
It don't matter where he's from. When you showed the picture, my immediate reaction was to laugh because I was so distraught that you would compare her, who looks absolutely nothing like this creature, this horrendous creature, this non-human-like creature, this absolutely diabolically looking creature, and say it looks like her? They don't even have the same color eyes.
We're not even the same species.
So I thought that's what she was going to play on me.
Listen, I don't want to ask for a side-by-side, but I don't want to do that again.
Don't do it again. It didn't go well last time. The comments were filled with people saying, she don't look nothing like that.
Okay.
How dare y'all?
Okay.
That ain't her.
I don't look like that, and that's not me. I got a lot of people saying, Tammy, I think this is you. And they'll send me a Google image of the Cenobite. That ain't me. That's not me.
Have you ever gotten that you look like Ronda Rousey?
All the time.
That
Yeah.
She
I
looks
could
like me.
understand.
She
They have the
looks like
same
me.
color hair.
Yeah.
This other Cinnabon guy, he didn't even have no hair. He was bald. And you're going to say she looks like her with a full head of hair? She's been growing that out forever.
It was more the face and stuff.
Well, I didn't even see the fella's face.
The Cenobite had rolls starting here and going down, going all the way down. I don't have that.
It's very upsetting. Just
What are you looking up?
I'm going to look up more Cenobites.
we can't do this again, David.
Well, you're the one who brought it up.
I thought you was going to say, well, you look like Dr. Strangelove, and it was going to be a man that looked like some strange creature with curly hair.
No. No, that's fine.
I'm not going to look because I don't want to see no more pictures of that
Okay.
creature that don't look nothing like her.
Let me see what you think I look like.
Well, today's more like this one. I've actually never seen this image before, and it just shot out of the galaxy right at my fingertips, and it's perfect. Show your teeth.
He just... He doesn't have hair. It looks nothing like her.
If you put hair from Tammy on this thing, it's just dead.
That ain't me.
That ain't her. Ain't looked nothing like her. And how dare you say that?
I'm going to find out how you look like and start Googling. But I haven't figured it out yet. But I'll get you.
Look up elephant's asshole and you see a picture of David.
Yeah.
Wow, look at him. Just like David.
We'll get one better. We'll get one better on you.
It's hard to type in there, ugliest guy in the world.
You typed in ugliest guy in the world. Now you,
Damn!
Hold on.
Damn!
Hold on. You typed in ugliest guy in the world to try to find my lookalike?
Yep.
That's way meaner than me getting specific with a Cenobite.
Oh, wait, I found you. Here it is. Looks just like him.
Piece of turd. You know what? When you squint your eyes, you kind of look like long neck. Daddy long neck.
Oh, I know you don't have to put the daddy in front of long neck. I know which long neck it is.
You look like you could be cousins.
Yep.
Maybe we might have him back on the show.
Let us know if you want to have long neck back on the show. We'll do another interview with long neck.
Yeah, we definitely didn't cover everything within the first time.
I have some more questions to ask him.
Well, y'all, this has been a fun, kind of a weird episode, not going to lie.
It's been a really weird episode. We were dogging on each other a lot.
You know what?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm
We got to
sorry.
reset.
We got to reset.
I promise
That I won't purposely try to hurt the feelings of my friends, whether or not it looks exactly like them. Cenobite on 3. 1, 2, 3, Cenobite.
Thank you guys for watching this week. Hit that subscribe button. And what else?
The like.
The like button.
And leave one of those comments.
Yes.
The wood comma Tammy, or
What
what
website
kind
she's
of
on.
websites that
What
Crystal
website she
goes
goes
to. So there's some options. All right.
Please let us know. We love y'all. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Love y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.